I'm going to be talking about how not to become your parents. That video seems to have done really well for me because I think it's what a lot of children or adults who have older parents worry about is they see things that their parents did or do that trigger them, and so they do everything they can to not be like them. However, it's the trigger that shows us that their behavior is within us. It was either conditioned into us very young, before the age of 5, and still before the age of 5, we just mirror neurons. In being around our parents, our mirror neurons, how would I say, they just pull in all the information from our parents so that we understand how to be liked by them. So let's say your parents are stressed, you as a child are going to be stressed because of those mirror neurons, mirroring their neurons, right? So we don't want to be like our parents. So I got a question about this. It was from, let me just bring up the name. It was at word SLVR 5269, and they said to that video, which I did quite a long time ago. I'll probably do some more work on that because it's a important issue for a lot of people, especially if you become a parent, because you don't want to do what your parents did to you. However, the question comes, but what if you've moved on and are entirely indifferent about your parents, about them, but still have a fear of becoming them? I repeat, but what if you've moved on and are entirely indifferent, so you don't care whether you become them or not, but still have a fear of becoming them, which means that you have a fear of becoming them, which means it's within you. So anything that you don't like about your parents, or you're worried or fearful of becoming like them in that way, it means that there's a charge inside of you because you have that conditioning. It's just how it is. It's just inevitable. You are conditioned by your parents by the age of 5, completely conditioned, and have all their programs within you. It's just how it is. Now, I was watching Joe Rogan the other day, and he was saying, there's often this narrative in these podcasts and things that our trauma is overused. When a baby is with a mother, they did this experiment, crazy experiment, where they asked the mother to be fully connected with the baby, and the baby was happy and open and everything, and then they asked the mother to stop looking at the child, and the mother did it, and within 1 minute the baby was showing signs of trauma, of literal neurological shutdown, like just dropped its head down. If you watch it, it's shocking. I don't know how. I think the mother I don't know how she could have done it for 1 minute. So that kind of gives you an idea that when our parents, who are doing the best that they absolutely can, are busy and they're conditioned by their parents to be how they were, they're going to create disconnections and detachments in the child. It's just inevitable. All humans have this now. Then there's nothing they could have done about it, and there's nothing. But that's kind of traumatic. And so, by the age of 5, everything within them, everything that maybe say a father was like, you need to become a man, and I want you to become a man and confident. A child hears, oh, you're not confident. The child hears that they're not confident and that they're weak. So the more you push and try and shape someone using the mind, so usually the parents, their own weaknesses, their own conditioning, they don't want the child to be like that. So they try and shape them the other way of the hamster wheel. They try and shape them. You're always creating the opposite of what you actually want. That's just how it is, okay? So if you moved on entirely indifferent about them, then you're neutral. So there's nothing there. But no one is. And you could move to the opposite side of the world. You still got the same conditioning. So what do you do about it? Well, you go and spend time with your parents, and every time you're triggered, about their behavior, it's within you. So you take full responsibility, stop blaming your parents, and start to realize that everything you don't like about them, you have as well. And sometimes I hear clients say to me, oh, I said that and I could hear my mother speaking, or I did that and I saw my father's actions. Yeah, your parents' conditioning is within you. Their parents' conditioning was in them and is in you, and so on and so forth. All our ancestors' conditioning, all of humanity's conditioning is within us. Everything that you don't like and get triggered by in the world is within you. If someone's greedy, you're greedy. If someone's gold digger, you have gold digging in you. Take full responsibility for everything in your life. Okay, so then how do you do that? Well, you watch my videos on how to pattern behaviors, because if you try and do the opposite of what your parents did, you're going to reinforce, you're still in the hamster wheel, and you're going to get even more of a worse outcome than you had hoped. It's just the nature of this reality and how human behavior is, but there's a pattern to it, and there is a way to dissolve these patterns, but it's not about self-development. It's more of a de-engineering or a dissolving through understanding the programs by watching them. Any movement, reaction inside the hamster wheel to not be like your parents reinforces the behavior. It's just, I don't make up the rules, but I've seen them, and this is how I work with myself and my clients, and the results are amazing. So thanks very much for the question. Any questions you have, I'd love to know them. You can put them in the comments underneath, and I will do a video reply. Also, remember, you can interact with me at school.com/masterless meditation. And there I have free course on how to do energy work, or a course on how to look at hamster wheels and dissolve them. So come on over and interact there. Thanks so much.